I am Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, and I am a senior out of Texas, and this is my year. I have 0 offers, and as you can see, I will dunk it on your head, and I will get back up and run it in like nothing happened. And things have to change. I'm a 7-foot receiver with 0 offers or interest, and I'm not playing this year. And as you can see, I'm very physical, and I will run you over, and I will also boom you, because I am not playing. Get on the ground. And growing up where I'm from, I mean, many don't make it out, and many don't stay in football or stay in those books, so it is time for Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, to turn the page, because this is his year. We're going into our first game against Del Rio. Deqontavius needs to turn the page and turn it up so he could get some offers or maybe some interest offers. But as you can see, on 1st and 10 early on, he will score his first touchdown of his high school career. And moments later, he goes in for a slants for a second touchdown of the game. And on 3rd and 4, he is acting unordinary. He's almost put it on his head, but the DB deflected that ball. Here, as you can see, on 1st and 10, oh my God, look at that speed that Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, has. And going into the next play, he is outrunning everybody, and I mean, he could and he would go all the way for 6. And I mean, like they said, mama, there goes that man, and on 1st and 10, he goes up again. Oh my God, but he will get brought down by 2 defenders. And Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, says he is gonna get his respect and he's gonna earn his key. I went up to coach and I said, this cover 3 that they in or cover 1 or whatever they in is not working, and I'm finding a hole every time. Throw me the ball. Bam, oh my God. And I went up to Steve Merker and I said, these boys fear me, and on 1st and 10, throw that thing up every time. This DB is too absolutely small, so throw it up. Here, as you can see, we will go on and win the ball game. I get player of the game with 16 receptions, 376 yards, and 4 total TDs, and I pick up my first 3 interest offers in Arkansas State, and Baylor. This is a dream come true. Going into our next game against 1-0 Victoria on 2nd and 10. Start off intense. Boom, oh my God. Woo, I'm crazy. For this DB to get on the ground. You're not strong enough to be in my club. And on 2nd and 10, I hit him with a whoop whoop. Oh my God. Catch that ball, and oh, I about went in for 6, but I stepped out. Going into the next play, I hit him with an outright, and I almost went in for 6, but I got shoestring tackle. But going into the next play, as you can see, I called for that ball, and he throws it up, and I put it on his head top, and I said, get off of me, but I wasn't strong enough to peel him away. But as you can see, I got up like the man. Going into the next play on 1st and goal, I had an out route, but I went for a slant instead, because I'm a player of the game, and boom, oh my God, you're not on my level, kid. And it's 38-0. We're playing with him at this point. I said, hey, Steve, throw that ball up. Boom, dunked on him again. I mean, coach is just coming up to me and like, where was this at your freshman, sophomore, and junior year? I mean, I said, coach, I just didn't have it in me. I got that dog in me, but I get player of the game. And 5 total TDs. But as you can see, I pick up 3 scholarship offers from Kansas, NC State, and Arkansas State. Man, this is crazy. Going into our next game against 1-1 Far. Started off okay. I mean, on 1st and 10, I got the first down. That was an incredible ball by Steve Merker. But on 1st and 10, it got even better as I got this outside release, caught that ball, almost went in for 6, but I got tackled at the 1. And I didn't go in for 6, but we did punch it in. But on 2nd and 10, I put it on his head top and said, get up, kid. But going into the next one, 1st and 10, this DB was trailing me, but as you can see, one hand, you cannot stop me. And I mean, all coach has to do is say, Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, go on a flat route, and I will break a tackle and go in for 6. But going into the next one, 1st and 10, I don't know what these DBs were doing. They were asleep, but I went down and they hit me low. And I told coach, every chance I get, I'm trying to break records. I mean, I need anything to better my family and get out of the place that I'm in. And on 1st and 10, I catch a crazy catch. And Far needs to change their DBs, because I don't know what they're doing, but 1 foot, oh my God, Tony Toe Tapper, he is crazy. But going into the next one, 1st and 10, I burned him again, but this time I will run right out of bounds. Here, as you can see, on 1st and goal, I get an inside release, and I will take it in for 6 and give all praises to the Most High. I am that guy, and we will go on and win the ball game. I get player of the game with 18 receptions, 446 yards, 5 total TDs. And here, as you can see, I pick up 2 more offers from Texas and SMU. I'm starting to become the man on camp. Going into our next game against 1-2 Monahans. Boom, oh my God, it started off intense, and on 1st and 10, somehow, some way, I burnt this receiver, and look how I touched those feet down. Oh my God, I'm that. Boom, I'm that kid on cam. And when I don't have that ball in my hands, I'm delivering that blow, and on 2nd and 8, I will catch it in the back of the end zone for 6. But on 4th and 15, when you need that guy, big time players make big time plays at big time moments. You could definitely call on Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th. But going into the next play on 2nd and 2, as you can see on his head top, and I will get loose and go for 6. When I tell you I'm wearing them out, I'm wearing these DBs out every chance I get. And on 4th and 1, I turn something out of nothing into 6. But going into the next play, as you can see, I run a streak route again and break a tackle, and they cannot stop Deqontavius, Badookie the 6th, but we will go on and win the ball game. I get player of the game with 9 receptions, 294 yards and 5 total TDs. And as you can see, we won 58-0. But as you can see, I pick up another offer from Arizona State. Oh my God. On to our next game against 4-0 Burger. It's time to give them their first L. And on 2nd and 10, I burnt this DB, ran him over and got tackled from behind. But on 1st and goal, we will start the intensity off turned up. I go in for 6 early. Here, as you can see, on 2nd and 10, I go an out route and bam, oh my God, Deqontavius Badookie the 6. He couldn't, he will. Oh my God, he tripped himself up. But he would go down to the 2. But going into the next one on 1st and 10, he was wide open and he couldn't. He wouldn't beat one man, break a tackle, and he will get brought down. Come on, man. And I mean, he is an ultimate threat in that goal line. He goes in with a slant route for 6 and told his teammates, let's keep running that score up. And on 2nd and 10, he will go on a fly route and catch that ball. He lost that DB, so he couldn't, and he would go all the way for 6. Deqontavius Badookie the 6 is that man. And hold on, mama. There go that man on 2nd and 10. As you can see, he runs another fly route, and he could break one tackle, break another one, and he could go all the way for another TD. And I mean, he is breaking records, but we will go on and win the ball game. He would get player of the game with 12 receptions, 373 yards, and 5 total TDs, and he picks up another scholarship offer from Wisconsin. On to our next game against 2-3 Cedar Hill. Not only that I'm a player on that offense, but I'm also a player on that special team. Deqontavius Badookie the 6. He could and he would go all the way, but he would get pushed out to put us in good field position. And on 1st and 10, boom, he lays a block for his teammate to go in for 6. Here, as you can see, on 3rd and 1, he burns him and dives in the end zone like the man. But on 2nd and 10, as you can see, he will burn him again and go in for another one. But Deqontavius Badookie the 6 is starting to just gain all the attention at school, and it is not affecting him not once. It's doing nothing but making him come out here and put on a greater show. I mean, he is going for the top 5 receiver. As you can see, I mean, those hands are some grippers. I mean, he absolutely manhandles this DB. But as you can see, we will go on and win the ball game. I get player of the game with 11 receptions, 236 yards, and 4 total TDs. And I pick up another offer from Washington State. I'm that man. On to our next game against 1-5 Plainview. We are going to treat them as such. And on 1st and 10, he is not a grown man. I put it on his head top and almost kept going, but I stepped out of bounds. And on 2nd and 10, I will route him up again. And I catch another crazy one, and he just looks crazy out there. I mean, I go all the way for 6. But here, as you can see, on 1st and goal, I didn't think Steve Merkel was going to throw it, but I changed of direction when to go catch the ball for another TD. And on 3rd and 10, I said, throw that ball up. And I catch another one on this DB. He needs some help out there. And on 2nd and 10, oh my God, I'm putting it on his head all night. And I mean, they are fearing Deqontavius Badookie the 6 with another TD, and they hit him out of bounds. And I said, hey, let's go, y'all boys. I'm fire. Boom, oh my God, I'm not playing. And I'm going to say it one more time. Mama, there go that man. And on 3rd and 2, I catch another pass, and I mean, they are absolutely fearing me. On 1st and 10, I told him to throw it up, and I went to go get it with bad intentions, and I said, there is no one out here that can stop me. But here, as you can see, we will go on and win the ball game. I get player of the game with 13 receptions, 332 yards, and 6 total TDs, and I will pick up another scholarship offer from Washington. This game against 5-2 Houston on 1st and 10, it started off intense as I catch that ball and get up that field with a 26-yard reception, and on 1st and 10, I said, I want it, throw me that ball, and I will go in for 6. But being 7 foot is low-key an advantage to myself. I mean, every time I get a little DB, I say throw that ball up because I feel like I'm that man, and I have no fear in you if you're a little DB. And as you can see, I will slide past them for another TD. But going into the next one, 1st and 10, look at my route combination. It's the same as all. I want a streak route, and I will break one tackle, but I will finally get brought down. But that is my favorite play. And on 1st and goal, I get it in a Tony toe tapper back of the end zone. Here, as you can see, on 1st and 10, we are absolutely running it up. I catch another one in the back of the end zone to shush the crowd, and I told them boys, this is what they want. We gonna give them what they want. And on 2nd and 10, I catch that ball like juke. Oh my God, I made them fall, and I will get back outside, and I could, and I would. Deqontavius Badookie the 6 will go all the way for a 6, but there is a problem. There was a flag on the play, so that would be getting called back. Going into the next one, 2nd and 9, I told Steve Merker, throw me that ball. This DB was backing off of me. I guess he fears me, and on 2nd and 10, he did it again. So I will catch it and go in for another TB, and these boys are scared of Deqontavius Badookie the 6, but we going to win the game. I get player of the game with 14 receptions, 387 yards, and 8 total TDs, and I pick up another offer from Stanford. On to our next game against Del Rio, I said we need to start this game off intense, and on 1st and 10, I said Steve Merker, throw that ball deep. I went on a deep post, catch that ball, break a tackle, and finally get brought down. But on 1st and 10, I ran outside and gets the ball for 6. Boom, I absolutely cleaned this clock. I'm gonna teach them a lesson. But on 4th and 10, as you can see, I went up and said big time players make big time plays, and I got back up and went in for 6. Oh my God. But here, as you can see, on 2nd and and 2, I will catch another streak route, and when I catch that ball, I'm going to distance, and I could go all the way 4-6, and I was fired up. I told them, boys, stay patient, y'all time is coming. But here, as you can see, on 1st and 10, I run another streak route, and I could, and I would go all the way for another TD, and Deqontavius Badookie the 6 is trying to break all of the records, and on 1st and 10, they keep leaving me wide open. I tried to juke break a tackle, and we will go on and win the game. It's getting too easy. I didn't get him off of 13 receptions, 365 yards, and 7 total TDs, and I pick up an offer from Arkansas. Going into our next game against 5-2 Plainview, on 1st and 10, I got an inside release. The ball was behind me, but I still caught it and went and got the first down. But on 2nd and 10, I will outrun this DB and catch that ball. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. I go in for another TD, but going into the next one, on 1st and 10, I will catch it again for 6, and on 3rd and 10, I will absolutely outrun him, and I could and I would go all the way for 6, and that's how you start the game off in 10. I mean, I'm just starting to think Deqontavius Badookie the 6 is only good at streak routes, but I mean, it's working. But on 1st and 10, I run another one, and I just sit in the end zone because there was no one to be found. And I mean, they absolutely need some help out there. On 2nd and 7, I will outrun him again, and I could and I would go all the way for 6, and I was absolutely turned up. I went to my teammate and said, it's getting too easy. And on 1st and 10, I was wide open, and I could go for another huge one for my team. And I mean, we are going to that championship. We're not playing. Here, as you can see, we were going to win the ball game. I get player of the game with 10 receptions, 346 yards, and 6 total TDs. And as you can see, I pick up another offer from Texas Tech. Going into the national championship game in Texas against 5-2 Far did not start off intense. As you can see, they threw it up to me and it got intercepted. And I mean, Steve Merker did not start it off so well, but I mean, that was kind of on me. I called for that ball. Here, as you can see, going into the next drive on 2nd and 10, I finally got a little bit of separation. I got the first down and more, but I really want that touchdown. And on 1st and 10, we got all the way down that field, and as you can see, I would catch it in that end zone for the first touchdown of the game. And on 3rd and 1, I will catch another crazy pass and touch those feet down. But here, as you can see, on 3rd and 4, oh my God, I lost some. Look at the feet work. I would just sit in the end zone for 6, but I'm going into the next play on 2nd and 10, head top, I will tap his head again. These boys are too little when I get up like the man. But going into the next play on 2nd and goal, I catch another goal line touchdown. Boom! Oh my God, they need to hit the weight room. You are not a grown man. Get on that ground. Get on the ground again. And as you can see, boom, I was putting fear in their heart all night. They were scared of Deqontavius Badookie the 6. He catches another one, and as you can see, we will go on and win the national championship. And I get player of the game with 14 receptions, 235 yards, and 4 total TDs, and I pick up an offer from Oklahoma State. This is the end of Deqontavius Badookie the 6 season, and he is faced with the biggest decision of his life out of all of these schools. He's finally a 5-star recruit in high school after his senior year. Drop in the comments down below, where do you think he will commit to?